For example, today, right, we've got all of our reflex systems. You come in after pregnancy or a car accident and you need my help, I go to do this stuff again to see what your neurological status is. And I know from today, right, today's what, the 24th, I think? You had it, but how come you don't have it today? There's probably something going on, and that's when we go, okay, you know what? Back in 2018 you did, now I'm concerned, now we have to go and do that stuff before we do anything else.
Okay.
So push this leg for me. Yeah, push it towards me. Keep pushing. Push, 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 push. There you go, good. And then toes up in the air and ankle up. I'm gonna push down, don't let me. You never know what happens to somebody as they get older. You can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something wrong?
No, no, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. It's when it's not there, there's something wrong.
Oh, there. When it's
Yeah,
not, okay.
yeah. Push this leg towards me. You're gonna present on both sides. I do a screen with his. You never know. You never know what happens from now until the next time I see you. Good. Okay. I'm gonna try to push your thighs together. You keep it like that, okay? Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna try to push them apart. Keep them like that. Ready? Good. And if you wanna check, go ahead. Put your toes up in the air again. Yeah, you can see it right here.
Oh, okay.
We all have it, but sometimes we lose it. When bad things happen to our back. So it's the.
After the surgery, and that's why it came out.
Oh no, no, they're like that. They should be like that. We all have them. But sometimes, you know, like I work here in the park, so I see a lot of industrial type of accidents, right? Like WCB cases and people lifting inappropriately. I had a guy who was pushing a piece of equipment that's a few thousand pounds, and you know the expansion gap in concrete, right? I mean, it's maybe that big, just 3/4 of a centimeter, and the wheel of the casters for the equipment that he was pushing caught that. And just because it caught it, it jarred his back. And it's not that the pushing and the weight of the equipment popped his disc in his back. He probably had a pop disc in his back, but that movement of jarring his back aggravated it. And within days, he went from back pain to hip pain to leg pain, and all of a sudden his foot wouldn't go up. So when you do that test on somebody, it's like instantly the muscle no longer has information getting down to it, so that it stops being exercised. So when we're awake, we have a certain amount of activity in our brain that tells all of our muscles to be a little bit tight. And that's one of the reasons why we continue to stand and sit without much conscious effort. And that's because we have tone. But when the nerve is no longer telling a muscle to have tone, it just goes flaccid. There's no activity. So no matter how hard he tries to keep his toes up in there, he can't. It's not dead. It's just there's information that's not heading there. And that's because something's either happening in his brain, his spinal cord, or down closer to where the nerve comes out. And I check because I want to know if you, for example, have a pregnancy, a bad pregnancy, or something's pushing on that area and we lose it, that's okay. It's temporary, right? But when baby comes and you recover a little bit, it'll go away, it comes back, and we're good. Does that make sense? Okay. So, I'm going to get you to go onto your back for me. Yeah, just lay there for a minute. So at the moment, you know, neurologically everything's fine. Even the simple orthopedic